The sound of rotor blades. It means movement, power, control. Until suddenly, it doesn't. These aren't stunts. No green screens, no second takes. Just real helicopters, real crews, and the exact moment when everything goes wrong. A Sea Knight rolls off a Navy ship. A Blackhawk slams into a flight deck. An Osprey drops into the ocean. Each one caught on camera. Each one just seconds from disaster. So what went wrong? Pilot error? Mechanical failure? Bad luck? Let's find out. 5 helicopters, 5 crashes. One brutal truth. The sky doesn't forgive. December 9th, 1999. Off the coast of Southern California, a CH-46D Sea Knight approaches the USNS Pecos. Standard training, ship-to-ship transfer, nothing unusual. But the approach is slightly off. The pilot comes in just a bit too low. The rear landing gear clips the safety net stretched across the stern. Instantly, the helicopter pitches forward, blades flex, the frame jerks sideways. And in seconds, it slides off the deck and vanishes into the ocean. 18 Marines were on board. Only 11 made it out. 7 were lost. 1 corpsman, 6 Marines. There was no explosion, no fire, just a silent descent into cold Pacific water. This wasn't a combat zone. It was a routine drill. But even routine can kill if the margin for error disappears. The incident triggered changes across the Navy and Marine Corps. Mandatory underwater egress training became standard. Pilots and crew now drill for this exact scenario: how to escape a sinking helicopter, upside down in the dark. The footage of the crash is simple, almost quiet, but it's one of the clearest reminders of how fast it happens. 1 net, 1 slip, and 7 lives gone in less than 10 seconds. A Royal Australian Blackhawk prepares for landing. It's a joint exercise with the US Navy. Routine, rehearsed, by the book. But carrier decks are never forgiving. And this time, something's off. The descent is too steep. The helicopter hits hard, nose first. The forward gear collapses. Rotor blades flex dangerously. The entire airframe twists, bounces, and slams down again. It's over in seconds. No flames, no explosion, but the helicopter is totaled. There's no official report, no confirmed injuries, but the video tells the story. Carrier landings demand precision, no autopilot, no second chance, and no room for error, not even during training. This wasn't a crash in combat, but it could have been. And if it had happened during a live mission, with troops, fuel, or ammunition on board, the consequences would have been catastrophic. Even the most experienced pilots sometimes lose to the deck. The Mi-8 is on final approach near Krasnodar, Russia. A common platform, a routine flight, calm skies. But then, it starts to sink. Too fast. The rotors are spinning, engines working, but the helicopter won't hold altitude. It's caught in vortex ring state. It's an aerodynamic stall unique to helicopters. Too much power, not enough lift. The aircraft descends into its own downwash, a deadly loop of air recycling through the blades. The pilot tries to pull out, applies more thrust, but the more power he gives, the worse it gets. The Mi-8 drops hard. Tail rotor gives out under the stress. The helicopter tips, crashes nose first, and erupts into flames. No combat, no mechanical failure, just physics, and one of the most feared flight conditions a pilot can face. There's no official report, no confirmed casualties, but the footage leaves no doubt. This wasn't survivable. And that's the cruel truth about Vortex Ring State. Once you're in it, you're not flying anymore. You're falling. January 24th, 2002. Western Mediterranean Sea. A U.S. Air Force MH-53M Pave Low 4 from the 21st Special Operations Squadron takes off from RAF Mildenhall for night operations. Its target? A Navy ship. USNS Kanawha. Everything seems routine, until it isn't. As the helicopter approaches the ship, it drifts too close to the antennas lining the deck. In a heartbeat, rotor blades graze metal. The main rotor takes damage. The helicopter shudders, then hovers away. Intact, but wounded. No injuries, no dramatic fireball, just a deadly reminder. In aviation, inches matter. Pilots train for combat, for weather, for late-night operations. But a simple misjudgment near a vessel can cost you the rotors. This wasn't a crash. It wasn't a fight. It was a near miss that exposed vulnerability and left a helicopter grounded for repairs. August 5th, 2017. Off the coast of Queensland, Australia. An MV22 Osprey is making its final approach to the USS Green Bay. 26 Marines on board. It looks routine, but then everything slips. The left engine nacelle clips the deck. The aircraft lurches sideways, rotor blades strike the ship, and in seconds the Osprey drops into the ocean. 23 Marines make it out alive, 3 do not. There's no explosion, no fireball, just debris in the water, and silence. An investigation finds no pilot error. The cause? Downwash from the ship and a misjudged hover. The Osprey simply couldn't hold itself in place. It lost lift at the worst possible moment. The wreckage sank over 200 feet beneath the surface. It was later recovered, but the loss was permanent. This wasn't war. It wasn't a mission under fire. It was training. And it became one of the deadliest Osprey crashes ever recorded. In the end, it came down to inches, 1 engine nacelle, 1 miscalculation, and 3 Marines who never made it home. 5 crashes, 5 machines that were built to fly and fell anyway. Some went down in training, some in calm weather, none of them in combat. And that's what makes them more terrifying, because these weren't worst-case scenarios. These were normal days, until they weren't. A clipped deck, a missed hover, a broken wire, 1 small failure at the wrong time, and there's no way back. Every flight crew trains for the worst, but the sky doesn't play fair. It gives no warnings, no second chances. That's the price of flight. And sometimes, even the best pilots can't pay it in time.